Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu students, welcome back. This is a June 2023 32 variant and complete pure 3 paper. Question number 1. Modulus involves on both sides. These kind of question, whenever we solve, we take a square of the both sides. But one common mistake students do, they don't put a square of 2. Like they keep like this. So I hope so you understood what I'm explaining. Okay, after this, square of this one, 2 into 5x into 3 plus 3 square. Square of 3x, negative 2 into 3x into 7 plus 7 square. So 25x to power 2, 30x plus 9. 9x to power 2, 42x plus 49. 4 multiplies inside. We got a 36x to power 2 and 42 into 9 into 4. 168. And same way, 49 into 4, 196. Okay, student, this will go and subtract. You know it very well. I will get 11x to power 2. This goes there, negative 168 and plus 30, giving 138. And 9 subtract. So it becomes plus 187. Okay. So, you know, the inequality face is open from here. So you write like this, or you flip the whole equation. So no problem at all. Now I have a choice. I can apply quadratic formula, negative b plus and minus b square 4a into c over 2a. This much working is enough. And after this, you just plug in and get the answer. For example, so I'm getting two answers, 11 and 17 over 11. So no problem at all. After this, I will bring back this inequality. I have this kind of parabolic curve because this mouth is open, is bigger. Bigger is always outside because I have to move along the curve. Bigger means above. That is why we go always outside. But smaller number is 17 by 11. Bigger number is 11. So this is how to read it. X value less than 7 over 11. And X is bigger than 11. Okay, student. And we have to test as well some extent. Not some extent, I mean fully check. Bigger than 11 means any number. Bigger than 11 means, let's say 12. So 12 number, you plug in this formula. Like 5 times 2, 12 minus 3. And 3 times 2, 12 minus 7. And you check it. For example, so this is a 9 5s are 45. What is the other number? So 36 minus 7 and 29 into 2, 58. Wait a minute, let me check again. 36 minus 7, 29, 58. Let me check once again. Maybe because technically, oh, sorry, this equality sign I wrote wrong. Yeah, it is a less than. So is it true? It means this answer is true. Same way, less than 7 by 11, if you check in calculator, it is giving me 7 over 11, 0.6. And less than 0.6 is let's say 0. If I plug in, because this is 7 by 11 is 0.63, which is in the middle of 1 and 0. So if I plug in 0, because less than, so 0 is also helpful. If I replace every x by 0, okay, hold on, this is a 0. Plug in 0 here and plug in 0 here. I get a -3, so okay, +3. And here I got a modulus of 714, 14 to, 14 comes. This is also true. It means our both answers are correct. Sometimes one answer is satisfying, one not satisfying. But here both answers are satisfying. I checked. Question number 2. Before I start, what kind of logarithm properties will help us? I write both log of A minus log of B is actually equals to log of A divided by B. Second important property of this is a power. This number will go on the power, or it can be reversed even. I mean, it has a power, can come down. Both available. Okay. So can I cancel log like this? Total wrong. Some student try to do it like this. So it's only possible if I have a 1 log left side and 1 log right side. This is eligible. So now I am writing this like this. First of all, these 2 will go in the power. I get ln x square, ln 2. Now, due to the negative sign, I can divide them. So I'm getting here logarithm of x to power 2 by 2. Here logarithm 2x to power 2 minus 3. Log cancel. And I reached here. Okay. After this, student cross multiply 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. 6 will go on the right hand side positive. This become negative. Ultimately, I got 2. Take a root of the both side. I got a 2 answers. Root of 2 positive and negative. But student, I think so negative will not. I think root positive 2 is a correct answer. But the other one is ignore. Logic, I just tell you, this ignore. Because when I plug in this value, especially here, for your knowledge, log of the negative value will give you undefined. So that is why we have to ignore this one. So this is our answer. Question number 3. An Argand diagram sketches the locus of the point representing the complex number z. Whenever we have this kind of equation comes, and left hand side modulus and right hand side a number, this represent always a circle equation. And in this option, this negative is a compulsory, is a fix, a part of the formula. When I take negative common, so both signs will change. 3 become negative, 2 iota become positive. If I make a rough idea, inshallah, I believe understand. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. And naturally, this is a 2, and this is a 2. And wait a minute, let me see. Center will come at this level. It means circle will touch x-axis for sure, because this gap is 2 and this gap is 2 as well. Okay, so let's start. And if you will make slightly up, you will lose marks. Make sure when you plot it, you have to be careful. And most important point is this kind of question is the only one. And even when we make it, you see the radius is 2. 100% you can say that this is 1 unit, this is 2 unit, This is 1 unit, this is 2 unit, and one more 3. So I think you got the point what I'm saying. You can ask me why you made this, sir. Reason is very clear. This is the 3 units and 2 units. So it means this is a -3 and a +2. And this is 3 is a must. It means this gap is for sure 1. Approximately, no need to show accurate. And I believe you got a point. Okay. So this is, I think so, 2 marks confirmed. Did he ask for shading? No. And this center of circle better to show to examiner. This point has some marks. Okay. And mention here real axis better. And here imaginary axis. And origin. Now next part. He said find out the least modulus. Definition of modulus is what, student? Student, the modulus definition is short distance from origin. And argument definition is what? Argument of Z is actually short distance, short angle, shortest angle with the positive x-axis. Make sure is that just extra knowledge. I'm just revising the concept. Okay, short distance from the origin. So if I make it a line join from here till here, let's make it again. So this distance we have to find, sorry. No, it's not find it. So if I make so this is a right angle triangle. This is C for center. So this triangle, student, I will make it separate here. This is C for center, O here. This is a 3 for short, 2. Negative is just for direction, so you can skip it. So I will find it by Pythagoras theorem. X square equal to 2 square plus 3 square. 4 plus 9 plus 4 root, 13 root. It means gap from O to C is root 13. Okay, this is clear. But what is our target? Now let's try to just give an idea. When you say modulus of Z, actually modulus definition is shortest distance from origin. So is this point is shortest from origin? Not at all. Is this shortest from origin? Not at all. Is the shortest? No. And this point is the farthest. What do you think is shortest? No. Shortest? Not at all. Here, no. Here, no. Where is that? So is naturally it is here. Here. There's a point P. How come? Because this point is the closest to the origin. And this is a target. This gap I need to calculate. Let's say I give a name as any variable I call as A. How to get it? This gap I have already. Root 13, full gap, I have it. And there's a radius, and radius is 2. So this gap is 2. It means from total gap, if I subtract this gap, I will get this gap. What is my target? And I think the idea is very, very clear. And I'm saying that least modulus of Z equal to root 13 minus 2. And he asked us exact answer. So if you leave it here, exact form he asked us. So this is our final answer. And I believe this point is clear. And let's go for next question. Question number 4 we have, students. So let's see how we can do this one. Problem in this question is angle. They are not matching. Okay. Normally we have a double X and single X. These kind of question, we can convert cos double X into single, no problem at all. But now problem is that one is a half x, one is a single x. What to do? Same story. As double, we can convert into half. So why not x into half format? So it means we have to look upon the same formulas which we normally use. So I quickly revise the two major formulas which we have normally. Cos double x is 2 cos square x minus 1. So this angle becomes half here. So same formula, students, I will use it. But problem, I don't need double x. I need single x only. So same formula if I use with single x. So everything same except one thing. So this will become half. And you saw if you divide by 2, you got x by 2. It means this value, I'm going to plug in it here. 2 cos square x by 2 and minus x by 2. 1 comes this side. So this is a turning point. Many students confuse how to start. Onward, you can say, or you can do directly even. Cos x divided by 2, this angle actually equals to k. So you got a 2k square minus k minus 1 equal to 0. 2 ones are 2. So negative 2k plus 1k minus 1 equal to 0. 2k common out, I get a k minus 1. I got a plus 1 common k minus 1. I got a k minus 1 and I got a 2k plus 1. And I got a two answers. One time I got a 1 and one time I got a negative half. And let me recheck once again. This is a 2 cos. Oh, sorry. This is a 2. I missed that 2. Sorry. This means this. Yeah, I did one mistake here, students. So this is coming and I missed what? I missed what here? This is a 1 and 2 outside. Okay, so this whole thing I have to keep here. Yes, now it's correct. So I am getting, students, what? So I'm getting 4 cos square x by 2. 2 ones are 2. And negative cos x by 2 minus 1 equal to 0. 1 minute, please. So finally, if I see that there's a small mistake done here, but now reorder 4 cos square x by 2 and cos x by 2 and minus 1 becomes minus 3. So is equals to 0. And now I think it's turned, this equation turned to be another format. Okay. And what I can say here, 4k squared minus k minus 3 is equal to 0. 3 4s are 12. 4 3s are 12. And 4k common, I got a k minus 1. And plus 3 common, k minus 1. I'm getting k minus 1 and 4k plus 3. I got a two answer, 1 and negative 3 over 4. So I think the point is clear. Okay, so after this, what is the next plan? I will plug in back both equation there. Okay. And cos 1 is where? This is an important thing. Okay, cos 1. So cos 0 is actually 1. Cos is a radian degree mode, radian mode. Cos pi is -1. Cos pi by 2 is 0. And cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. So if we ask you 1, so we get only 0 in brackets here, 2 pi is there. So cos 2 pi also 0, also 1. So if I take a cos inverse, here, unfortunately, calculator will not give us answer. So I got a 0 and 2 pi. So this half I got from here. But this 2 will multiply both values. I got 0 and 4 pi. Now this 4 pi is crossing the limit. So we have to write 0, 1. Okay, so let's talk about a second part. Cos is negative where, students? Cos is negative is here. And I will find principal angle. Principal angle cos inverse of 3/4. And make sure calculator must be in radian mode. And don't take negative angle. It means this angle 0.7227. 0.7227. So my first answer is coming from here till here. Second is here. So it means I bring back this angle. So x by 2 turns to be pi minus 0.7227 and pi plus 0.7227. So this 2 will multiply, student, with the both values. And let's see what answer is come from here. Pi minus 0.7227 and into 2. My first answer is coming 4.84. And second is what? 0.7227 and into 2, which is 7.73. But thing is that if you type in calculator, this is a crossing the boundary, because 2 pi is basically, if you check it, it's becoming 6.28. But this is a crossing the boundary. So we have two answers only, students, 0 and 4.84. I hope so. The point is very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question, we have number 8, students. Question number 8. The complex number is this denoted by A. Okay, so it means A is equal to 2 plus y iota. And y is a real number and y is less than. It means y is negative. It is given that this connection. So first of all, I will copy. Now find simplest form f of A in terms of y. It means I have to plug in terms of y, means this put here all. So when I replace everywhere 2 plus, here I can leave as A, no problem, left hand side, but right hand side, I am bound to put the value. So 2 plus y iota to power 2 and 2 times 2 plus y whole iota. Okay, student. Let me recheck. 2 plus y iota, 2 plus y iota, correct. Okay, so here I'm going to this equation number I call as a 1. I will solve this, and then I plug in it here. So first of all, start from square. So basically, first term square plus 2 into first term, second term, plus second term square. 2 come in first two bracket and y iota comes in second brackets. 4y iota and y to power 2 and iota to power 2. And you know iota is -1 root and iota square is -1. That is why I can replace next step. This is a -1, so minus y square. Okay, so this is a value of this part, but I need cube also. Why not this answer multiply with a, for example, 2 plus y iota whole cube, which I'm looking for. Can I say 2 plus y iota square? Sorry, iota plus 2 iota square. And this answer, I just got it this. So 4 plus 4y iota. Lot of patience and attention required. Okay, so it means I have to be careful with the space issue even. Okay. Anyway, I think up till here student understanding. Okay, now I'm going to multiply. Be careful. 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8 y iota. 2 negative 2y square. And this into this 4y iota. This into this, I got a 4y square iota square. This I eliminate and put this sign as a negative. So I think you understand. Okay. So this multiply with that negative y cube iota. Okay, student, I think now I can plug in. This value will go here. This value will go here, and I'm plugging all numbers. So get ready. Even this 9, I erase it. Okay. Okay. Now, students, I'm plugging in, put in 1. So left-hand side, students, I have f of a. This cubic value is the whole thing. 8 alone, no problem. 8y and 4y. I got 12y iota. -4, -2, I got -6y square. And -y cube iota is coming from here. Okay, this is done. Now I'm copying. You see that this is outside negative. So this all value of this will sign change, all sign changes. -4, -4y iota, and negative plus. And this number, open the bracket, -4, -2y iota. Okay, this +4 minus, sorry, -4, -4 plus -8, and this +8 cancel out. Okay, students, then I'm writing first order. First power is here, -y cube iota. Then this done. After this, +12y iota. Okay, and this -4y plus 12. And one more thing, -4, -6. These two -6, and here +6y iota. So what left behind, students? This iota part's over. Now real numbers, 6y square and this. So I get a -5y square. I think this is imaginary part. Look, I'm writing the students. Real part is -5 square, which I'm writing before. And from here, I will take iota common. So 6y minus y cube iota. This is called real part. This is called imaginary part. He said real part of FA. It means that real part. Real part is naturally without iota. So as real part is equal to that, so I will take this part only here. -5y square equal to -20. Negative cancel. 5 will go down. I get a 4. I will take a plus and -2. But keep in mind, y is lesser. I will take only -2. This is my answer of y. and he's asking argument of A. So actually, this is a complex number. If I ask you what is the argument of A, or I think this is A even here, right? I make it here, 2 plus, or I take from here. I believe, inshallah, you will understand. Okay, students, this is A. If I ask you, if I try to make it, you see, Y is -2 now. So A becomes 2, -2 iota. So X is real, Y negative. So it means it is coming 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, -2. So it is coming here. So if I make a triangle, I get this kind of triangle. There's a 90-degree, and this is theta. What is theta, students? Theta is equal to tan inverse 2 by 2, and I got up pi by 4. But he said argument, because argument, this is an angle only. So argument of A is naturally negative pi by 4. You ask reason, sir. Because whenever I move anti-clockwise, theta is counted positively. When I move clockwise, theta is counted negatively. So this value pi by 4, I just plug in negative sign, and this is my final answer. And I believe point is very clear. Let's go for next question. Number 6. He's saying cot half x equal to 3 has a 1 root interval between 0 to pi, and calculate by alpha lies between these two. So what is the way, student? So I will either bring 3x here or bring this on the right side and assume this like a f of x. Cot is 1 over 10 half x minus 3x. I repeat my words. I brought it there. And now 1 by 1, I will plug in. He said by calculation. So 1 time plug in 0.5 and 1 and plug in 1. And make sure convert your calculator in radian mode. And you will plug in it there, and let's see what answers turn to be. So 1 time plug in positive 5, and 1 time I will plug in, oh, I see 1. So I replace 1. 1 here and 1 here. Okay, now students, I will type this in calculator, but make sure in radian mode. So half into 0.5, 3 times 2.5. I got first answer positive 2.42. In same manner, I will plug in 1. And I'm getting answer negative 1.17. As just write a statement as sign changes. So root lies between these two numbers. Logically, student, I explained in my previous lectures even, whenever, suppose this is a graph and positive and negative. 0.5, like if this is a graph, 0.5 is here. I find the point is a positive 2 something. And against 1, I got a negative value something. So and this is called the root. Root is called solution. It means if one value is coming positive, one is coming negative, 100% root lies between 1 and this 1. And if the curve total lies above x-axis, so throughout positive means no sign changes, root does not lie there, does not exist there. So now I hope so got the idea. Show the sequence of the values, iterative formula. This one, it converges to the part to alpha. Okay, and alpha is mentioned here. So it means the root approaches to this value in the middle of that. What is method, student? This kind of question, when we have it, these are called subscripts. So job number 1, remove subscripts. And when I remove it, I get what? Here this n plus 1 gone. Here this n gone. And here n as well gone. Actually, student, we have reshaped it. And if I get this kind of equation, then target is achieved. So let's try. First of all, 3 multiplied there. Okay, then this x will go and subtract. Now this 4 will divide. We got a half x. See, is matching. Start matching. So 4 will come down. I get a half x. Tan inverse will go there, become tan. And student, after that, if you look at carefully, 3x alone, and how to get it? So flip both sides. So this becomes 1 by 10, and this will go 1 over 10, and this become 3x. So it is 1 by 10 is called cot. I can say here, there's a cot half x equal to 3x. And proved. I got a same connection. So I can write the same statement, what he was asking. Yes, it converges. Yes, above iterative formula converges to alpha. It means this short story, this formula, and the above formula, they have same answers. In short story, they have same answers, only shape change. I hope so got my point. Use iterative formula to alpha to 2dp, give you answer, every answer 4dp. The thing is that this iterative formula, I need it down. I need it. So I will copy. And as usual, I will take subscripts as well. I need them. I need them now. So including subscripts, I will take equation. Done. Now thing is that I will plug in every n by 1. Look, n plus 1 here, I get a x2. Sorry, 1 plus 1, 2. When I bring in 1 here, I get a x1. When I plug in 1 here, I get a 3x1. But student, what is the issue now with us? Problem of oftenly gives this values, but in this question, x1 is not given. Then what we can do? Then we have to find x1 by the average of these two numbers. Why? Because we convinced examiner that root lies between these two numbers. So I will take average because I'm not sure. Okay, so if I add them and divide by 2, I get what? 0.x1, 0.75, which I'm going to plug in. Let's start 1 over 3. Here I'm plugging 0.75 and 4 times 2, 10 inverse 1 over 3 times 2, 0.75. And let's see what answer of x2 I get it. Be careful, type in calculator. 1 over 3. Inside, I have a 0.75 plus 4 times 2, tan inverse. And tan inverse fraction, we have 1. And down we have 3 times 2.75. So, let me check whether I plug in correctly. Yes. So my answer number 1 is coming 0.1376. Okay, students, I hope so. This part is clear. 0 point. And let me check once again if I type correctly or not. 1 by 3 is maybe typing error. Let me recheck, please. So 1 by 3 times 2.75 plus 4 times to 10 inverse. Let me check the 10 inverse. 4 times to 10 inverse. And 1 over 3x. Okay, student, this is I think I plug in all correct. And now I'm checking the answer. Yeah, answer number 1, little variation. Now I type in some value was wrong. Anyway, now I got it. 0.8076. Now, student, I will plug in every n2 to n2. So I will get what? X3, 1 over 3. And this value, actually, I'm getting x2, which is x2 here. So this value will come here and here. And I'm putting directly now 8076 plus 4 times to 10 inverse and 1 over 3 times to 0.8076. And x3, I'm getting what? Hold on, students. Let me type once again. Yes. Plus that. So answer is coming 0.7911. Now I plug in student n equal to 3. 3 here, 3 plus 1, I get a 4. 1 over 3. This value is coming here and here. So 0.7911. And I believe student is clear now. What is the situation? Nothing hard. Just type in calculator carefully. I get X. So my answer is coming 0.7954. You see, this answer start matching now. And we have to stop because third digit, I'm not sure. Okay. So it can cross. If it crosses, then it becomes 80. So we have to be careful. One more attempt at least, or 2 attempt maybe. So this value will come here and here once again. So 0.7954 plus 4 times to 10 inverse and 1 over 3 times to 0.7954. Okay, and let's see what answer I get. X5. I'm getting 0.7943. Students, see, this is a now start decreasing. So it means our answer is coming 0.79. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You can, for more secure answer, you can go for one more step. I think you got a point. Next question, number 7, we have, students. He says, differentiate this and convert into this form. So let's apply. Before I start, I'll just tell you 2 rules. If you are differentiating x to power 3 or y to power 3, what is basic way when you are differentiating? Okay, so let's see the rule. Rule is that 3 will go down and power will 1 less and times to the base derivative, that is 1. 1 you write or you don't write, no problem. Same story here. 3 will come and multiply with this one and power 1 less, multiply the base derivative, and that it always dy over dx comes. Same story if I are differentiating x to power 2, or if you're differentiating y to power 2. The what is method, students? This 2 will come and multiply, and from power 1 less into base dx with respect to x is 1 actually. So you write this one, you don't write, no problem. But when you deal this kind of thing, so 2 comes down and power 1 less, and y with respect to x, we cannot cancel. We have to write. So let's try to do it. How we can do this? 3x square. So 2 will come and multiply 3, 2s are 6, and power 1 less into base x. Next derivative is 1. Now what about 4xy? Because there is a product rule, and I'm going to apply product rule here. Why product rule apply here? because there's two functions multiplying. 4x I deal as a u and y as a deal as a v. So 4x copy into v's derivative, then y copy into 4x derivative. So when you differentiate y, what is the derivative? Is coming dy over dx. Okay. And when you differentiate 4x, so we'll get a 4 only. And what about 3x, 3y to power 2? Power 2 will multiply with a 3. So we get 6 power become 1 less into base dy over dx equals to 5 constant is 0. Now, how many dy dx we have? You can see this one, we have a 2 dy dx. So take common out, and what we get finally, so we get a 4y and 4x and 6y. 4x and 6y. And these two values will go on the right hand side, will become negative 6x, negative 4y. So finally dy over dx. So negative 6x and negative 4y. So student, you can see that this is a negative common. Second number, all we have a 2 common we have. So if I take a negative common and 2 as well, I get a 3x and plus 2y. Same story here, 2x plus 3y. These two cancel out and target is achieved. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And let's go for next. And this answer we needed next part because he is saying something, copy. He's saying that find the exact coordinate of two possible points on the curve its tangent is parallel to this one. So first of all, I bring it here. You know, student, this is also called gradient. Dy over dx is also called gradient. Have a look and from the other equation of line, y plus 2x is equal to 0. If I bring 2x on the other end, so if I compare y is equals to mx plus c, so number written beside of x is called gradient. So this is called gradient. So gradient is here -2. And he said they are parallel to each other, so they have same. So this number I can plug in there. So if I plug in that number there, so -2, so 2x plus 3y. Okay, negative cancel. And then I have done the cross multiply. 2 2s are 4x, 6y. So 3x, 2y. So if I bring this 3x here, I will get single x, it goes there. I get -4y. Okay, so student, now what is the next plan? So because we have a one connection here, how we can use this connection? Naturally, we need a points. So this value of x, I'm going to plug in the top equation, which is this. So this equation I need, and I paste here. Okay. And I'm saying here put. Okay. Now when I plug in this x value here and here, so in each x value, I'm replacing. Here, 4 square 16, 6 and 3 is 48. Here I got a 16y to power 2. 3y square. Okay. So, so 48 minus 16 and plus 3 give us 35. Y square equal to 5. Y square equal 35 will go down. So 1 over 7. And take a root of both side plus and minus 1 over root 7. So I have two options now, students. One is y is equal to 1 over root 7 positive. One is negative 1 over root 7. Both values I will plug in here and get y. So minus 4 times to 1 over root 7. Same there here. This turned to be negative 4 over root 7. This minus cancel. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So it means this point turned to be negative 4 over root 7. And y is this one. Whereas here x positive, but y negative. And I believe you got a point very clear. Question number next. He's saying that this is differential equation given and this pair of values given. These are called initial conditions, and solve the differential equation and make a y in terms of x. So main target is to make a y subject. So it means we have to keep on left-hand side alone. So first of all, I will do cross multiply. So cross multiply, you know it very well. But our target is y, so how many y here and y here? So now first step is bringing on a one side. So I bring it here. So this is a one step. Now this will go down. This is full process called separation of variables. Integrating both sides. Here I get 1 over 4 plus 9y to power 2 dy. Where here I am bound to bring it up. So whenever it goes up, power sign changes. Okay. And student, here in this question, we have two tricks. What's a trick number one? Trick number one was that which has a mistake of many students change this sign, but they forgot to change this sign. So what is integration right hand side is obviously, first you keep as it is and divided by powers derivative. This 1 becomes 0, this becomes negative 2. So negative 2 we have to divide plus c. And when you talk about this one, can we apply because tan inverse formula, if you recall. So integration of 1 over a square plus x square dx. This is applicable only situation when here were two separate squares, but I did not explain. So two squares. So two squares. Number two, sorry, I mean to say two squares. Then positive sign. And third, very important, okay, and that is a very important point to understand. X square coefficient must 1. This is a very important, which is, you see that we have a 9 available. We are bound to take it out. So if I take the common out, criteria of common out, students, this 9 is there, so 9 will go out, no problem at all. Do we have a 9 here? No. How we do it? 4 over 9. And this 9 we can go outside and I get a 1 over 9. Inside I have a what? Square of 2 and square of 3 and plus y squared. Now I am eligible to apply formula. Whereas right hand side is done, so better to do same time. Even I'm copying here. Wait a minute. And now, students, I'm integrating, and you know it very well. Now, what is the integration of this one? Hold on, let me write the answer. Answer for it is what? 1 over constant, which is come from where? This. Into tan inverse variable over constant. So this is our answer. I mean formula. So I'm applying same story here. 1 over 9 stay outside. 1 over constant. What is a constant? 2 by 3. Into tan inverse variable by constant. And here this first you keep as it is, divided by -2 and plus c. Okay, students, how we can do further? If you solve this one, this is 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 is a 9, and 6. 1 over 6. And this will flip up and multiply up. I get a 3y by 2. And this is students, I can leave as it is, no problem at all. You know, -1 over 2. Or if I bring a denominator, the power sign will become change. This is not a compulsory. This is equation number 1. Now I'm going to put this data, y0, x1. y0. So when I plug in these numbers, so when I plug in y0 here, so tan 0 is 0. When I plug in 1 here, I get a -1 over 2 to e to power 3 plus c. So I hope so, students, understanding how repeat 1, 2 is a 2 plus 1, 3 e to power 3. And I bring on the other side, it will become positive. This value I'm copying here. So put in 1. So I hope so, students. Algebra and okay. So here I got 1 over 2 e to power 3. Now I have to make a y subject. Our target is to make a y subject. First of all, this 6 disturbing, then tan inverse, then 3 by 2. So first of all, multiply by 6. So you get rid of this. So multiply 6 here, we got a what? -3 over e to power 2x plus 1. Here, same thing. Okay, student, what is the next plan? You can take a common even, or I think so, because this is if you take a tan inverse, okay? So this tan inverse will finish automatically. So I'm writing this positive sign value before and negative sign later, although it's same thing, not a big difference. Now this 2 will multiply, 3 will divide. So 2 by 3. And tan times 2, 3 over e cube minus 3 over e 2x plus 1. And what is he's asking further? No, this is our answer. Okay. Now what is asking for next part? What happens to the value of y if x tends to infinity? For your knowledge, if something multiply with infinity, sorry, add, it remains infinity. From infinity, you subtract something, remain infinity. Infinity to power, okay, if you multiply even, it remains infinity. But when you divide by something, okay, I mean, not 0, a by infinity, then you get a 0. Because something by infinity is 0. So don't forget this criteria. Now he's saying exact form is looking for. X tends to infinity. Okay, so I will use this. Okay, I'm doing it here. If x approaches to infinity, then what will happen? So here, not an issue. But here, if I plug in infinity, infinity is here. So it means 2 times to infinity plus 1. Do you know, student, I said before, multiplying infinity, remain infinity. If you add something, remain infinity. Something to power infinity is infinity. So short story, 3 over e cube, and this 3 by infinity. And 3 by infinity is actually 0. And finally, this is our answer. Because he asked us to get the exact answer. Question number 9, we have go for partial fraction. He mentions here. Okay, every time when you start, you have to keep your eye highest power of here. What is highest power? 2. And what is highest power denominator? 2 from here and 1 from here, 3. And this is called proper fraction. Because you know, when the power of the numerator should be less than, numerator power should be less than always denominator power. This is a rule, okay, must. But I think idea is clear. So this is called proper fraction. Proper fraction. So let's see, student, how we can do it. One plus 2x. Lot of patience required. Because here no power inside outside is called linear. For linear, we always put one variable. Now, due to power 2, what I will do, I will write one time without power 2 and one time with power 2. Short story, first power 1 and then power 2. And it means if we have a 3 here, then what? 1 time 1, 1 time 2, and 1 time 3. So this point is very clear. Okay. And what to write in the numerator? B here and C here. And now, student, let's see what to do. Multiply always with the left-hand side denominator. Multiply whole equation by 1 plus 2x and 2. Or you take LCM, cross multiply. But LCM will create a big issue. So that is why this part multiply here. And when you will multiply left-hand side, this coming here, multiplying here. So your student will fully cancel out. So the numerator part stay behind. So when you multiply whole thing with this fraction, this cancel out and this will stay with A. When you multiply with this, so this will cancel, power gone. So this both part will stay beside of B. When you multiply with this will cancel with this, and we get C times 2, 1 plus 2x. So student, what to do after this? After this, we will do what? Under power 2 or under this power, whatever, put equal to 0. So we got root of both sides. We got this, x will go there, x is equal to 2. So put in a whole equation, x is equal to 2. So when I plug in 2 here, let's see what answer comes. So 2 square 4, 2s are 8, and 34 and minus 17. I get a 25. When you plug in 2 here, 2 minus 2, 0. As I said that this part is 0. So don't waste time in putting the values even. I have seen some student try to put the numbers. No need. Just write directly here. 2 square, 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5c. So 5 will divide and c becomes 5. So first I plug in this part equal to 0, you can see, and now I'm putting this part equal to 0. 1 goes there and 2 divides, you know it very well, negative half. So I'm saying put in a whole equation x is equals to negative half. So when I plug in negative half here, so let's see what it turns to be. 2 into 1 over 4 plus, not plus, minus 17 divided by 2 and minus 17. I get negative 25. And this is naturally becomes 0 because, no, sorry, this is not 0. This I must have plug in. And when I plug in here, what answers turn to be? 2 plus 1 over 2 and take a square. I got 25 over 4 times 2a. And this will become 0 and this becomes 0 because I said this is 0. So no need to waste time. And a value, if the 4 goes there, 25, 25 cancel, we get a negative 4. Student, now how to get a third variable? One by one, we put equal to 0. So third variable, we can get ideal number x is equal to 0. So when I plug in 0 here, finished, negative 17 left. When I plug in 0 here, I get 2 squared 4a left. When I plug in 0 here and 0 here, 2 ones are 2b. And when I plug in 0 here, I get a c. I have to put all values which I got already except b. So what will happen? Negative 17 plus 16 and negative 5 equal to 2b. And I got it here from b. If you type in calculator, is coming here negative 3. Don't stop it here. Plug in all values back in equation because we have to show convert into partial fraction format. And what I will do, students, I will erase A, B, C. A value negative 4, B value is negative 3, C value is 5. This is our final answer. 5 marks confirmed. And students, for the next part, most probably it will help. Yeah, it will help there. He is asking integration of same function f of x limit 0 to 1. So I must copy because this is called f of x. So I must copy whole thing. Okay, and I'm putting the numbers here. So 0 to 1 limit. Okay, and dx must be there. Now we have to go on definitions. Number one definition, whenever function in denominator, its derivative in the numerator, power of function is 1. So logarithm of function plus c is our answer. But when power is not 1, students, look at here, same story. Even derivative available. But power is n. Then you are bound to bring it up. It is very important criteria. And then we can increase up because derivative available, increase a power by 1 and divide it by same. Look, I show you the last sentence. So then answer finally becomes increase the power by 1 and divided by same. And this will eliminate automatically. Okay, or we can do AS level integration. So let's try to solve it. This is a, look at here, students. Look at here, power 1 is very, very important. Here power 1, here power 1, but here power 2. So this bracket, even you remove, some students try to bring a 1 on that. No. What is basic criteria? 0. What is this differentiation of the whole? 1 has a 0, 1 has a 0, 2x is a 2. I need 2 on the top, but I have -4 there. So what I will do, I'll break in 2 parts. -2 times 2. And student, what I will do here, this -2, I will bring outside. Look, I'm doing step by step. I can do direct even just for your sake of your understanding. Now, function down, yes. Derivative available, yes. Whole power 1, yes. So all properties are fulfilled. Now, what about other one? So this 3 will go only out. You can ask me, sir, what is the reason behind it? Because this this is, I think I should keep it plus sign. Because, students, here, important part. This I can write now here, 3 times 2, -1. If you ask me logic is what? What is a 2 derivative? 0. What about this? 1. So -1 I need up. I have it, but this is extra. So 3 is extra, will go outside, but already there's no 3. So I will bring this 3 outside. This is done. So I hope so, student, you're understanding this point. What about the other? This 5 will stay there, and I will bring the whole up now. What is the logic behind it? Because it's no power 1. If it has a power 1, I can apply. But now I will apply this criteria. Or the AS level criteria, you know it very well. Whenever function has a power given, so we increase a power by 1 divided by same. And sometime and into dash, derivative of the denominator, base. I'm going to show you. First of all, this 3 will go out. Lot of attention required. What is this? I'm going to integrate. I did not start yet. I'm just rearranging actually. Apply now. Logarithm of 1 plus 2x. Limit 0 to 1. Now, what about this? Function in denominator, derivative is available, power is 1, logarithm of 2 minus x. What about this? AS level integration, increase a power by 1. If I increase, I get a -1 over -1 into the base derivative. 2 has a 0, x become 1, and this minus come from there. Don't forget this -1. And then I just simplify. Here's not a big deal. Even here, not a big trouble. But here minus plus, and 5 will go out. I always bring the constant outside, which make the question easier. and minus minus plus. Okay, I'm going to plug in the limits. When I plug in 1 here, 2 ones are 2, 3, ln 3 minus. When I plug in 0, ln 1 is 0, so you write or you don't write. When I plug in 1 here, it is 2 minus 1 is 1, give you 0. When I plug in 0, ln 2 left. What about this? When I plug in 1 in the place of x, I get a 1 only. When I plug in 0, I got a half. So students, I hope so you're understanding up till now. And we have to, what a question he's asking for? Oh, we have to prove it. So one more thing, whenever there's a proving concept, we have to keep our eye there. So I will keep the target in front here. Okay, there are combined single log. So there are two logarithm we will combine. So how we can combine, and you see negative sign is there. So best idea, -2 logarithm of 3 and +3 times 2 log of 2. And what about this in the bracket 2 LCM 2 minus 1? We got 5/2. So this is a done. One job is over. But what about this? You see negative common, so it means I will take a negative common only. So this negative becomes positive, but this positive becomes negative. Okay, now this 2 will go in the power 3, 3 will go in the power 2. So log of 3 to power 2, because you know logarithm, if any number before it can go in the power. So it means 3 to power 2 gives you 9. And here I get it 2 over is 9. So this is 8, sorry. Okay, it means some things there we have to be careful. Yeah, mistake is let's see. Okay. We have to look where is a mistake because one sign is coming. Otherwise, it should be plus sign. And then give us what? 72. So have a look now. Where is, let's try to find. Yes, student, you know, upper limit minus lower limit. When I plug in 1, I got this. When I plug in 0, I have to see this must be negative sign. So if this is a negative, so this is a negative. And I take negative, it's become positive. And question is over now because of this plus in the middle. So 9 and 8 multiplies. So which is 72. So 5 over 2 minus log of 72 proved. Alhamdulillah, question next, number 10. He is asking here that we have given a function and maximum point is m. So find exact coordinate. So we have to apply product rule. What is method, student? U copy V dash, V copy U dash, 1 by 1. So I have copied the first function as it is into derivative of the other one plus now reverse. I think clear. So when I keep it here, so what is this derivative? According to rule, root is half. Half comes down, power become 1 less, base remains same. Into 3 has a 0 derivative, this become -2, ultimately -2. So look, I wrote -2. So be careful with the base differentiation. And what is this derivative? X has a 1 and 5, 0. This two cancel out. So we got it -1, negative x plus 5. And this negative half will come in denominator, become this format. And the other remain as it is. And I will keep derivative 0 for the maximum point. Now, next step is cross multiply, students. When a cross multiply, root 3 into root 3 will give you 3 only. Root A into root A gives us only A. So root 3, this full multiply, root will finish automatically. Okay, so after this is x turned to be, so this 2x will come left side, I got 3, here I got -2. And x value becomes -2 by 3. But the question is over, no, I will plug in back an equation here. So put an equation. So when I plug in this value here and here, so I get a -2 by 3 plus 5. So, okay, student, just matter of typing in calculator. And he asked us exact number. And when I type this in, let me recheck. Yes, it is. And we have to type in calculator very carefully. Yes. So answer is coming with us 13 root 39 over 9. And finally, we get the answer is coming -2 by 3 and 13 root 39 over 9. Sometime, students, we get the some different number. For example, we always rationalize. For example, a by root comes. For example, root c. How to bring root up? So what we'll do, we will multiply root c up and down. This is called rationalize. This is multiply root will finish automatically, and we get this kind of form. So this technique we have to apply here to get rid of this trouble. I hope so you got the idea. We can do this part B. He given us this connection here, and he asked us the area, and we have to give answer in this format. So what's the basic formula, students? Area is equals to this x1 here, x2 here, y here, dx. So let's try to see this y. I will copy from here and I'll paste here. And this is my function. Now, thing is that what our limits are. And limits, it is a very clear here y0 and here y0. I will plug in y0 here. So let's copy here. Okay, and this actually equals to y. And I will say put y is equals to 0. In this sense, so 1 time this 0, 1 time this 0. And 3 minus 2x root is equal to 0. I get x is equal to -5. Squaring both sides, I get this. 2x goes on the other side, and x becomes 3 by 2. So I have the limits very clear now. The lower limit is -5, upper limit is 3 by 2. Okay, student, this next plan is use substitution. He given us u is equal to 3 minus 2x. I will differentiate, so du over dx. What is 3 differentiation becomes 0, here becomes -2. It multiplies there, du is equals to -2 dx. But I have to make a dx subject, so this -2 will go down. So du divided by -2 is equal to dx value. This value, I'm going to plug in it here. So du over -2. Now, what about this is totally matching. So this u root, I believe this is not a hard. Now trouble is coming in here. Not a big trouble. So I will try to solve this one now. So first of all, I will make x subject. So u is equals to 3 minus 2x. 2x come here and u goes there. 2 divides and I got 3 minus u over 2. But I need x plus 5. So x plus 5 is actually, x is this and 5 is this. So 3 minus u by 2 plus 5. LCM is 2, 3 minus u, and 2 5s are 10. And I got a 7, no, sorry, I got a 13 minus u by 2. So I got this value very clear. I got it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. 13 minus u over 2. Let recheck once again. 3 minus 2u. Okay. 2x goes there and u comes this side. 2 divides. We get this one. But we are looking for x plus 5 to convert it. So x plus 5. X value is this is coming here. Plus 5 as it is. 2 5s are 10. It's now, I think, all correct. 13 minus u by 2. 13 minus u by 2. So I think, students, is all okay. And now 2 2s are 4 will go out. This make question easier, and even negative sign. And I what get inside? I get a 13 root u minus u to power 3 by 2 du. Oh, hold on. Root this one multiply with that, we get a this one. When this multiply with this, so root and this multiply, we get a 3 by 2. How? Half plus 1, 3 by 2. And this is negative 2, 4. Okay. Another property is very important. And now we talk about the limits also. Negative 5 and 3 by 2. I will use the same equation, this one. U is equals to 3 minus 2x. U is equals to 3 minus 2x. One time I'm putting x is equals to what number? Negative 5. Negative 5, I got a plus, so I got a 13. And when I plug in here, sorry, the second number is what? 3 by 2. So when I plug in 3 by 2 here, so u becomes 0. So 13, 0 down and 0 up. 13 down and 0 up. You know, students, whenever I change the values A and B, so if B down, A up, if I change the positions of these values, I will get automatically negative sign. It means when I change the 0 and 3, this minus will become plus. So I am changing and saving my time. Now, students, the question is ready for integration. And what is a way of integration? Increase the power by 1. U is a half. Half plus 1, 3 by 2. And 3 by 2. Here, same story. Increase the power by 1, 5 by 2, and 5 by 2. And limit 0 to 13. So, student, it will go up. We got a third. We'll get here 26 over 2, over 3, sorry. And what is a 3 by 2? You know, students, basically, you know it very well. If I say half plus 1, it give you 3 by 2. And if I u to power, so I can say here half plus 1. So 3 by 2, I can write u to power half and into u to power 1. This become root and this without root. Short story, u root u. So I got a u root u. This is important to write. Why you come to know. Okay. And what about u 5 by 2? 5 by 2 is what? 5 by 2 is actually equal to half plus 2. So that is why 2 comes here and half comes here. So I'm writing here u square root u. And this 2 will flip. This 2 will flip. It become 2 up and 5 stays there. Okay, student, now I'm going to plug in the numbers. Okay. So what is the plugging the numbers? I plug in 13 and 13 inside, outside, 26 into 13 inside root 13 by 3. And here 13 square into root 13 over 5. 0, no need to put. Okay. And after this, if I check in calculator, so 26 into 13 divided by 3 minus 2 into 169 divided by 5. Okay. And yes, so it is coming 104 in this here. Inside I take LCM 5. Okay, I just say I type the whole thing in calculator and I got it 676 over 15. And wait a minute. And root 13. Actually, Stuart, what I've done, I typed without square root 13. And then it's cancelable and we get what here? 169 over 15 and root 13. And if we compare with that, he wrote a root 13. And so this is a value, because if I compare with that, so this is a value. So I believe you got a point very clear. Let's go for next question. Point A, B given. So A is this and B is this. Okay, and line and the line equation is this given by him. Show that line don't intersect, the a line does not intersect the line through AB. So first of all, through AB. I'm looking for a line which passes through AB. Okay, I have two options. R is equals to OA plus lambda times 2AB, because make sure this AA always same. Or second option, if I write OB plus lambda times 2BA, there's a very important thing is B is starting ending. I can choose any one. So I think I choose the upper one, but I need AB. How to get AB? We have done it many times in lower grades. AB vector. So write OB vector minus OA. OB minus OA will give us this vector. What is OB? Is this. So 2 minus 1, 1. And this is a 1, 2, and minus 2. Check again, 2 minus 1 and 1. Okay, this 2 minus 1, I get a 1. This is what coming with us, -3. This is a plus 2, I get a 3. AB vector is very clear. So I'm looking for, what is the formula? I'm using this. So R is equals to OA plus lambda is all, not use, so I'll use lambda. And R is equal to OA plus lambda times 2 OB. And OA is this 1, 2, and minus 2. And AB is this 1, minus 3, and 3. So this is a vector equation line. What is standard form, students? So standard form. How do you standard form, students? So this lambda multiply inside and add them both. So this 1 and plus lambda. Same approach, 2 and minus 3 lambda. And -2 plus 3 lambda. This is a 1. And what about other line? Other line is L. Standard form of line L. So standard form of line L. So what I will do, same story. So 1 from here and 2 mu from here. Okay, -1 from here and -3 mu from here. Same way, 3 from here and 4 mu. Now I will put them equals to each other. So these components are equal if they intersect. Assume if they intersect. So R equals to R. So this component equal to that. So 1 plus lambda is equal to 1 plus 2 mu. And 2 minus 3 lambda is equal to -1 minus 3 mu. And -2 plus 3 lambda is equal to 3 plus 4 mu. And if I reshape these all three equations, I get what? Lambda -2 mu is equal to 0. Equation 1. Okay. 3 lambda minus 3 mu is equal to 3. Let me recheck. Yes. And if I divide 3, so I will not give this equation number 2. Divide by 3, I got lambda minus mu is equal to 1. Equation number 2. And this equation, I'm writing it down. And how to write it? 3 lambda minus 4 mu is equals to 5. Equation number 3. So student, I will use what? I will use any two equations you wish. Okay, let's say I use 1 and 2. And I will not use third one equation. So I'm using 1 and 2. So lambda minus 2 mu is equals to 0. Lambda minus mu is equals to 1. Sign change, this cancel out. Negative mu is equal to negative 1 and mu value is 1. So now this mu value, I will plug in any one equation, any one. I think I plug in it the lower one. So what is, when I plug in my value here, so lambda minus 1 equal to 1, so lambda becomes 2. So I get a lambda mu 1 and lambda 2. Okay, this part is very clear. Let me recheck. This is going there, and I think clear. Now you go checking purpose. What is checking purpose? Checking is that I will plug in both values in third equation. And if left, right side match, so they will intersect. If they don't match, they don't intersect. Lambda will come from here. Okay, I can write it here. 3 2s are. And mu value come from here. So 1. So 6 minus 4. I got a 2 is equal to 5. No way. So they don't intersect. And proved. Because he was asking that. Prove they don't intersect. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Position vector foot of perpendicular from A to L. It means A is here. L is this. And we have to draw a perpendicular. This is called P for perpendicular, 90 degree. Okay, this kind of question coming frequently in exam papers. Okay. What is A coordinates? A coordinates are 1, 2, minus 2. And standard form of line L, I will take here from here. You can ask me one question. So why you take standard line, standard form? Standard form line L. Reason when I convert standard form of line, it represents every point of the line L. So we can say this is also P coordinate. So P coordinate OP is what? And what is a main plan is means because the 90 degrees, so vector AP and line direction is dot 0. I repeat, AP vector dot B is equal to 0. What does B stand for? Line direction. Now question come with us, what is line direction? After mu whatever in the, after mu whatever, this is called a point, this is called direction. So what is direction from here? The coefficient of mu. So I can tell you, so B is equal to what, students? B is 2, minus 3, and 4. I have taken from here. This is called direction of a line. So problems that do we have AP? No, we'll find AP. Where's A? A is here and P is here. So I'm finding AP. What is the method of finding AP? OP minus OA. OP minus OA will give us answer. OP is this. And OA is this. And 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So 2 mu left. Negative 1, negative 2. I got a negative 3 minus 3 mu. 3 minus minus plus. I got a 5 plus 4 mu. And this is now as with the perpendicular lines. So AP dot B is equal to 0. AP is here, 2 mu or I just copy paste from here. And dot B, B is this. And dot product, this value will multiply corresponding positions for mu. This is -3 multiply there, negative, positive, 3 3s are 9, plus 9 mu, and 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16, mu is equals to 0. So 16 plus 4, 20, 29 mu. And this is also 29. It goes there, minus 29, and mu value is becoming -1. It means that there are million trillion points and within different mu values. But if I plug in mu value -1, I get the OP coordinates. So OP coordinates become what? Let me write it there. When I plug in -1 here, I got a -1. When I plug in -1 here, I will get what? There's a +3 and I got a 2. When I plug in -1 here, I get a -1. So I believe you got a point, student. -1, 2, -1 is a point of perpendicular. And what he was asking, position vector, foot of perpendicular. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So foot of perpendicular is done. So the question is over and question paper is completely over. So best of luck for your coming exam and pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.